sisters! Abunai! Abunai! Abunai sisters! Abunai!
Yeah, Abunai sisters. That's what the guy with the throaty voice is saying in the opening, by the way. Admittedly, it sounds more like Abunai, which is fairly fitting, given the hideous monstrosity he had just seen. Abunai Sisters comes to us courtesy of Production IG, creators of Eden of the East, Gits, Sack, Breakblade, and that upcoming Guilty Crown anime, for which I am stupidly hyped for. Basically, they're a top quality animation studio, which makes it all the more surprising that they made this thing. It's about two sisters, the Abunai sisters, fighting crime with bowling balls attached to their chests. There are 10 episodes, each of which are only 3 minutes long, but they only shifted 300 odd DVD copies, and apparently everyone who bought them was so ashamed that they burnt them immediately, making episodes of the blasted thing incredibly difficult to find. Only the first 2 episodes were ever illegally shared, which is probably for the best. But as a connoisseur of really bad anime, I'm disappointed the greedy bastards never shared this holy grail of dreadful. Entitled Dirty Foreign Pirate Ahoy, reviewing Abunai Sisters is rather difficult for 2 reasons. Firstly, because it is clearly trying to be bad. The CGI is like a nightmare list of things CGI does wrong. Immovable plastic facial expressions, the way the characters seem to perpetually sway, how they don't so much walk as move their legs about a bit and glide forward, never actually touching the ground. How the bouncing boobs look less like large packets of fat stapled to the front of their bodies like real boobs are, and more like bowling balls that are connected to the chest via static electricity. But is this all intentional? Is the shark with the machine gun in his mouth meant to be dissatisfyingly immovable that it robs the scene of the bizarre humour should exhibit? Should the bouncing boobs the loser male character stares at while driving over the bumps in the road bear no resemblance to the movement the car is making? A clever satire on how animators ignore the physics part of jiggle physics. It's not that they were so good at making it bad that they pushed it too far. That implies actual effort went into this. It strikes me as though the animators were so depressed they were put onto Abunai Sisters that they spent 10 minutes animating the show itself and spent the rest of their lives staring enviously at the Eden of the East staff, pawing tearfully at the window as their creative potential withers. Maybe Production IG hired them for the first movie, which would explain why it was so rubbish. The second reason why it's hard to view Abunai Sisters, remember there was meant to be 2 reasons before I started being a whiny fanboy over those Eden movies, is that all you need to fully convey to someone why this is a royal piece of shit is show them that frightening opening.
Sisters! Abunai! Abunai! Abunai sisters!